Phil, a good pre-season run against the League Two outfit tonight. What did you make of the game and the performance?
Exactly what we wanted out of it. We knew they'd be very good, and they've come and give us all the respect in the world, being very strong as well. So really competitive, tough, friendly, and our lads would have taken a lot from that.
You went 1-0 down quite early with a goal from Salford. Justin Amaluzo pulled it back around the 30-minute mark. He came off shortly after that. Was that enforced due to injury, or was that more of a tactical change?
No, we've been being very careful with Justin. He's had a few little niggles that we're aware of, but we still need to keep him up to speed. So he could have played a lot longer, really, but it was always in the plan to bring him off at that point.
So you've had numerous trialists in the squad. Did that affect the game plan at all tonight, or was it more just to get minutes into the legs of the players?
No, we've had a real set plan on the distances and the minutes. So we've had a block of 2:45s where obviously trialists and young players have been given opportunities to play and shine, and then we've had a block of the 60 and 30 as you saw at Warrington and here, and then it'll be more of the 70s, a block of 270s moving forward, and the rotation again, and the final game will be a full 90 or as close to that against Bradford. So we've got a very set plan. Obviously we need everyone to be fit to fulfil that, but otherwise people will get lopsided minutes. But the only one who's a little bit ahead of schedule, because again a little niggle to Regan, is Joe Nuttall, because he's had 260s now.
Having gone 1-0 down in that first half, did you have to change your tactics at any point?
No, not really. It's a friendly, so you're trying to stick to a plan, and you're trying to make sure that the players are ultimately getting the fitness more than anything tactically. Obviously they're working on things in training, and they're trying to get things set with the principles of play in and out of possession, and I think you can see that they're starting to put them into place now. Otherwise we can't compete with a Salford City. But these are the benefits of being full-time, that the level of information that you can get over to players is far different to part-time.
Quite a lot of changes in the starting 11 tonight. Was that just for rotation purposes? Yeah,
like I said, it's just the minutes, so it's the 60 and 30, but also an opportunity to look at the trialists again, and again, like Saturday, they've done really, really well. But I must say, the young players that we've got coming through the academy, I thought really shone in that last 30 there. Young Louis Fallon's in goal, I thought was superb. On his playouts, his distribution was very, very good, and Joel Bailey I thought was the pick of the whole game. He was absolutely out of this world for 15-20 minutes there. The big diag that this lad's just come fresh out of the academy, and we're wondering about his loan, and we're looking at what level. You'd be thinking he can play at this level the way he's looked tonight.
Yeah, you mentioned that we performed quite well against Salford tonight. You had some good spells of control and possession during the game. How do you feel that benefited the team tonight?
I thought it was great. The first half, boys are obviously against their stronger level, and their press it wasn't a full press because they didn't commit everyone to the press, but they press with real intent and intensity, so they put our players under a lot of pressure when they're receiving the ball, and that's what we've got to get really good at. It's an area for improvement for us last season, our ability to retain the ball in the mid-third and higher up the pitch. We've obviously got very good transitional players, and you could see that we were hurting them on the counter-attacks, but they're a very good team and made it really difficult for us, as they should. They're a league above, and they're a team that are aspiring to go up again. So we all know about Salford City and their owners and Carl Robinson and all the great things associated with them, the expertise that they've got behind the scenes, but I felt we more than matched them tonight.
With more than matching them, with us heading into our last two pre-season friendlies, on the back of some good results, including that 1-1 draw tonight, how would you summarise pre-season so far, and how's the squad looking going into these final couple of games? Well,
I think the proof's in the pudding. What you're seeing on the pitch, we're competitive in every game, even when we're rotating heavily. We've got trialists who are desperate to try and earn contracts here. We've got first team lads busting a gut to stake their claim to start the season. You can see that the lads are gathering momentum and fitness with every game, because like I said, I played in these games previously and we get turned over 5-0 when we were part-time, or probably early days of full-time, finding our feet. So it's great to see that how far we've come against a very, very strong Salford City team. So for us to be able to compete with them and match them and create chances, and for me play out a little bit more often than what they did, shows that we're a team on the up and a team that can handle the ball really well under pressure.
And just going back to the academy players, you mentioned Joel Bailey and a loan potentially. Is the academy players in the squad going to be something we're going to be seeing quite often now?
It's something I'm desperate for everyone to see, but it's got to be the time's got to be right. We've got to develop them. Obviously, our lads come in at a different level to a lot of other full-time clubs. We have grassroots players a lot of the time, or players that have come through our community system into the youth ranks and then into our academy. But you're seeing the fruits of all that hard work that Neil started a few years ago. I jumped on that with him when we transitioned into from part-time to full-time, and then obviously Ross Spate and Paul Fay, Sarah Newton, all these people, Danny Jarrett with the reserves, picking up the baton and really developing these players and closing that gap. The gap's been enormous since I've been here in terms of the standard of play, the style of play. We're slowly but surely bearing the fruits of that labour, because like you said, Joel Bailey there, Owen German as well. Wow, I forgot to mention Owen's second year pro. He looked like he was in his 10th season of full time, and I'm not over exaggerating here. They're playing against top players out there, and they really stood out. So I don't think I'm going over the top with it all. You can tell by the tone of the interview, I was delighted with all the young players. I must say a special mention to Max Haygarth as well, who's had a couple of years of really being in the abyss and a tough time leaving United, transferring over to Brentford and not quite working out for him there, and then going into the League of Ireland and coming here. You can see some of his quality, and that shot that he's hit from the edge of the box, I've seen them flying in so many sessions, and I think we won't be far away from seeing that with Max as well.
Thank you, Phil, and best of luck for the rest of pre-season.
No problem, thank you.